We interrupt your regularly scheduled content grind to show off the Binding of Isaac Fiend Folio. This is a fan mod that I just found out about yesterday. I was searching my own name on YouTube, as you do. And as you may or may not know, my name is Fiendly. 100% of the videos that turned up were related to the Fiend Folio, a Binding of Isaac mod, and I knew I had to get my hands on it. I play a lot of Binding of Isaac. A whole lot of Binding of Isaac. And I've played several modded characters. Cadaver is its own separate mod. Arachna has been my favorite mod, but perhaps these two characters from the Fiend Folio will overtake Arachna in the top spot as my favorite mod. Let's find out, because one of them is the Fiend. I have played a little bit of this, and the differences are fairly shocking. This is a very comprehensive mod. These things that we're seeing on screen right now are 100% related to the mod. All these enemies, this floor tile set, all of them modded in. Even the rocks. Unique to this mod. There's a lot going on here. I don't know what this little skull is. Oh, it's a little host. Check that out. This is, yeah, mostly blind. I don't know what to expect. I didn't spoil myself on a lot of what was going to come. There's some milk. I can't even see my HP right now. I know this character cannot hold regular red hearts, so I don't know what will happen now that I have a broken heart. Thanks to that card that I just spent. I do know I can do that. Launch little fireballs. That's what the glowing orbitals are for. They are ammunition for our fireballs. Which I don't really know how the fireballs work.
Spider unboxing.
Spider unboxing, eh? That's a new pill. There are numerous new pill types. And a ridiculous number of new enemies, so... It's like playing Binding of Isaac for the first time. That experience that I've been trying to recapture for many a year. It seems like just firing a certain number of times will generate another one of these glowing, flaming orbitals that I can then turn into a weapon. And that guy can't hurt me if I stay far enough away. It doesn't do that much damage to zap them with our fireballs. I got cornered, so now my tears go way up because I spilled the milk. This character also has a unique heart type, and we can't see it right now because of the curse that I have. Perhaps we'll see it soon. Oh, I guess I'm dead, so never mind. Our character's corpse, or ghost rather, flips us off. For they are the Fiend. Middle fingers are their theme. Bag of Blood is unique, but I can't get to it because it's behind some rocks. Oh, little new types of meat. And our HP turns into little monsters that are our friend. The purple heart turns into a purple monster, and the black heart turns into a little black monster. Adorable. Unfortunately, some purple hearts fell out of range. Tragic. I'm afraid I can't answer basically any questions about that chat might have because this is a new mod. The Fiend Folio. It's not new at all. It's been around for a very long time. But I just found out about it yesterday, and I did no research. Downloaded, installed, playing it now. You know what I do. Effectively. Big, beautiful friend. is not a very good item. There should be a bunch of new items in this mod, though, and I have elected not to automatically unlock them. Perhaps I will need to beat the game multiple times in order to see any new items. We have a new fly type that's very dangerous. I do find, in my very brief time testing this, the game is much more difficult in the Fiend Folio. But it is largely related to inexperience. Any new Isaac content, when I don't know it inside and out, is more difficult. So I'm probably going to die frequently. Very, very frequently, if I had to guess. Put out the fires now. They used to be surrounded by, I think, spiky rocks. I didn't get a good chance to look at them, though. Some kind of red key, which turns into some kind of little friend. God knows why. This is the most comprehensive mod I've ever seen before. It's new floor layouts, new monster types, new items, new characters, new everything. It's comparable to Anti-Birth, which laid the foundation for Repentance, the official final expansion. This is that sort of mod. Guess we can want to grab all of our purple hearts. For science more than anything else. It's the only way to find out what they even do. Blow up these unique barrel things. Didn't help me. I needed to get rid of the fire. Then I can fight the enemies. This appears to, yeah, it's just a regular fatty, but retextured, and now it sprays ash everywhere. Okay. New mulligans with 4-way bombs in their heads. It's been a long time since I played Anti-Birth as well. It has been made somewhat redundant by the existence of Repentance, because all of the content from Anti-Birth was ported to Repentance. For the most part. Some of it was changed so dramatically as to be unrecognizable, and then 1 or 2 things were actually just cut from Repentance. But this... I played Arachna a whole bunch, and I've said many times that Arachna knows the game better than the people who made Repentance did. And Cadaver was very interesting. Got several streams playing as Cadaver. Now we'll let our little friend do some work, take care of the spiders, until I die. This character, very fragile. But nothing I've come up against so far has been particularly difficult. I'm just getting weak items and playing fairly poorly. Yeah, you can live without Repentance. I, for a very long time, chose not to purchase it. Due to that very fuck Nicholas sentiment. But, since I made that mistake, might as well go all in and enjoy the fan mod stuff that is better than Repentance. So far, Fiend Folio seems to be in that category. So we got a flamethrower on the wall. No longer. The ash can be ignited. A lot of the stuff in this first level is fire-themed. which is kind of unexpected. There is a burning variant, which I guess we're in right now. But I've only seen the burning variant every time I played since installing the Fiend Folio. I don't know what that stack of blank CDs does, but I do recognize what it is, because I was alive in the 90s. Although I put them to far greater use in the early 2000s, if I'm being honest. I was definitely one of those elitists who insisted on purchasing as many albums as possible, though. I like liner notes. There's like one website in the world that still archives liner notes. Discogs.com. Very important website to me. Okay, we got the 4-way bomb head again. And the ash igniters. No more fire resistant than anything else, though. Our own fireballs. Still plenty deadly. Seems like when we get hit, all of our purple hearts become little friends that help us out. And what's the boss gonna be? Meltdown! A new horseman. Never fought you before. Turns everything into green fire. Get him, friends. Green fire lasts for a very long time, which is terrifying. And he nuked the screen. Okay, lost another heart. I'm at death's door. There's so much going on here. This boss is way harder than any other first floor boss. Wow. So watch out for new bosses. They are gonna keep you on your toes for a long time. I'm actually looking forward to finding out what the later bosses are gonna be like. And the later enemies and stuff. Because even base enemies are more difficult. The new ones added here in the mod. What does this do? Guess it stores more energy for the battery. And then when I have an active item, I can probably use that. And in doing so, recharge the active item, probably. That is my guess. New color pill. Allows me to eat the pay to win. And this thing. Definitely this thing. Looks like maybe a gumball machine, but it's got a little bomb sign on the side. Inarguably a thing that exists. No one would deny that reality. Definitely don't want to zap myself while dodging these little dots. And you're here. This guy just didn't feel like attacking until the other enemies were dead, apparently. Okay, getting that wooden nickel would be nice. Right now, all I have is a $3 bill. Got some scythes, though. Those cost about $3. Now, I think if I get hit, I will just go down to 1/2 heart again. And I won't spawn any friends. It seems like you need to spend a full heart to get friends. Well, nothing to do but see who the boss is. Just the Duke of Flies. I can handle Beelzebub, no problem. Seems like maybe our tier effects also apply to our Fireball. It's pretty neat. And that gives us another purple heart. We have been injured in combat. 2 pots that spray purple fog everywhere. I'm sure that does something. And lemon mishap. Something else, please. Wow. Terrible active items all the way down. That's my least favorite active item in the entire game. So they don't want me to have an active item, or any item from that particular treasure room. We'll go back and re-roll it further, I hope. So it seems like the thing to do would be to intentionally get hit. And then we'll have a little friend to help us out. 3 little friends at this point, actually. Let's try that strategy out. I mean, at this point, Lemon Mishap would have been better than any of the things that I re-rolled into. So maybe I should have just kept what I had. It was better than I was giving it credit for. Okay, the friends are helping out. The fireballs are not. Angry face. It appears I've made bosses stronger. There's also text across the bottom of the screen telling us what the unique level mod is doing specifically. And I haven't found a way to disable that, but it will let us know the basics of what each room's deal is, which demystifies it very slightly. But it's easy enough to ignore, I think. Probably don't have enough pennies to re-roll the treasure that I hate. Got some speed up. There we go, damage up, but as soon as I enter the next room, it's gone. Seems random whether or not you'll get a half purple heart from certain enemies. It's like a complete luck roll. More unique pot types, which seem identical to the purple pots, but who knows? I certainly don't. Linger Bean. Honestly, I'd never have been able to figure out what that does. Makes a little cloud sometimes while you're crying. To what end? I have no idea. So we have purple poops, which give us the fear effect, which prevents us from shooting for a while. Okay, these spiked rocks do not actually hurt us. And these are bags of flies. There we go. Clean up the purple poop. So we're not getting very good treasures, but everything else is fine. This is our best run so far. What does this do? Makes an entire shop appear. That's adorable. Not especially helpful right now, especially because there's a shop right next door. Out here we've got a unique floor layout. You wouldn't normally see this outside of the mod that we have installed. There's some ridiculous number of new floor layouts in this mod pack. Like deep into the hundreds. I think it was over 400 new room layouts, so deeply absurd. Baby Plum. I have no idea which room I could bomb to any effect. Perhaps it is my own ignorance, blinded by sheer volume of new content. And this golden baby plum, who is adorable. That's really cool. The boss variants in the base game are generally very lackluster. This is much cooler. Like unique attacks and stuff. I'm finding it a little easier than regular baby plum. Tears up. Definitely need that. And these things seem very bad for me. Even as the Fiend, though, we can apparently take angel rooms. Not necessarily a thing I would have done if I were to be making this mod. Apparently there are some bombs. Oh, this room. I always ignore this room because the spike things are chasing me around. So I just run out of here as fast as possible. But there we go. Free items. By not capitulating to the wandering spikes. And we are onward to the caves. I don't think I've ever made it as deep as the caves since installing this mod. So there should be new enemy types and new floor types here. Much to discover. Isopods. Roly-polies. Kill bugs, etc. The most frequently renamed bugs in the world. Adorable. Love those critters. One of my favorite game developers, the team that made Webbed, is currently working on a game where you play as an isopod and roll around. I've been calling it Pillbug Parkour, but the official name does not exist yet. Looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. Here we have something in the floor. What is this thing? It looks fungal in nature. And a bat that goes completely berserk. Bats are dangerous enough to begin with. Bats that can also go berserk and become even more dangerous seems worrisome. These unique floors are amazing. Look at these rocks. Look at the detail on these rocks. We have gigantic flies eating poop over there, causing various effects to occur. Unfortunately, I can't get over there and get that purple penny to see what that does. But it is glowing red, suggesting a negative effect. Well, okay, apparently we needed to change the look of this room. Can't say why. It does look better. God, all these new room textures look better. Look, compare this to this. Wow. Night and day. I guess we gotta activate this for science. I'm learning nothing so far. What has science done? Nothing for me. We got bag heads with a Polyphemus inside. Living Polyphemi. Adorable. And little guys that launch their eyeballs out. They seem content to not have their eyeballs. Which is a good attitude to have. You could lose your eyeballs at any time, so may as well. Make the most of it. Be positive about it. Centipedes that burrow, apparently. I guess there are some centipedes that do burrow. But biological accuracy has never been one of Isaac's strong suits. Isaac being the canonical creator of everything we see in this series. Just a creative, deeply traumatized little boy. Okay. Purple penny. What happened? It appears to be worth 2 cents. Shock and horror. Well worth the ominous red glow. It's possible it has a random amount of coinage that it gives you. It also has a unique coin pickup sound effect. In fact, multiple. I noticed different tones each time I picked up one of those purple pennies. We have mushrooms with little mushrooms that jump on their heads to make them shoot more tears. That's definitely unique. So much creativity here. I probably don't want the bosses to have more HP, because the bosses are pretty difficult. For a complete Isaac beginner, it's been a long, long, long time since I was a complete Isaac beginner. Like, close to a decade. So, what got me anywhere in the first place? The game is harder now, so it is kind of hard to give advice compared to when I was learning on the Flash version. Do I want these eyeballs? I probably don't. I definitely want this child's piano. Diabolus in Musica. That, I believe, is a Behemoth album. Or perhaps something else, and I just know it from the Behemoth album. I would say your best bet as a beginner is recognize, just like grind it out, really. You're going to lose your first 100, 150 runs. And you're going to lose them bad. So just be okay with that. And you're already on the right track to success. I played thousands of hours of this game, and I still lose the majority of runs that I go through. More flies. Oh, this one was full of spiders. Look, a new spider variant. Jumping spiders. Adorable. They brought in isopods, salticids. I am gonna like this mod. The Arachna mod also brought in a bunch of new spider types, but none of them jumped like this. There are also tiny baby wolf spiders that I noticed earlier on. New skull variants. Why not redraw tons and tons of skull sprites? That seems like a worthy usage of your time when you're a unpaid fan modder. The amount of work that went into this mod is baffling. Kingpin. So, like Pin, but better. Much better. This thing is all over the place. The countdown, yeah, it starts to explode after the countdown. And then the room explodes. Yeah, they killed each other. I got kinda egg. And a stud. What does a stud do? It probably opens up a hole in the floor, a crawl space, they're called. You have a seraphim, ironically, as a fiend. I could get the angel key, but you know. Let's use the stud. Okay, what was that? It brought my luck down. Mysterious. The sheer volume of new sound effects in this mod must have been a nightmare. And that's like the least of the things they had to change. Yeah, I'm thinking the countdown is an effect of our toy piano, which is causing enemies to explode violently. Which is honestly pretty absurd, because it works on bosses and stuff. Making this one of the best pickups you could ever acquire. Lily pads that fall out beneath us. What happens when you stay on them while they fall out? I miss what the frog does, but it was an adorable sprite. Okay, nothing happens when they fall out. It cannot fall out underneath you. Okay, we got Cthulhu's. And like alligator things. One-eyed crocodiles. They look like the Happy Happy Joy Joy crocodiles from Ren and Stimpy, which I think only appeared in one episode. That might be a bit of an obscure reference these days. Unfortunately, our piano seems to be killing, like, everything very, very quickly, resulting in them not being able to show off their gimmicks. Ruining all the science that I'm trying to do here. What does this spider do? Shoots bubbles. And our prize is that thing. And like a green globule. Never know when you're gonna need a green globule. Do I need that thing? No, I don't think I do. Let's open that up. I knew intuitively that that would open all of these locks because they were the same color. There we go. That's better than a wafer. Typically, you do want the wafer. I just want to get as far as possible. If that includes the levels where you automatically take double damage, which are the levels where you absolutely need the wafer to succeed. That would be nice, but what can you do? Okay, the charged battery did refill half of my active item, but then it exploded, and seems like it would have injured me if I had not walked away. Lily pads make it so that you have to plan your movement, otherwise you will lock yourself out. Get cornered while subjected to enemy projectiles. I guess we're gonna fight Monsoon. What's your deal, Monsoon? Seem to be spraying mucus everywhere. Periodically exploding, thanks to a piano. The thing about this character is it is profoundly fragile at all times. You take one hit and all your purple hearts become animate. Another hit and all your black hearts become animate. One more hit after that and you're dead. But we're not dead. We have fairly high damage output. I'm not even using my fireballs. Maybe I should. There is also a tainted variant of this character. So maybe I should try and unlock that, rather than just getting as deep as possible. Certainly be kind of interesting to see what changes have been made to the Mausoleum and the Ascent. These little mushrooms on the wall bounce you around when you touch them. It seemed to bounce tears around too? Yeah, look at that. Neat. Got typical enemies here. Only new thing in the area is different skulls and rocks. Count down these monsters with our piano. Up. Got hit. But I become much more dangerous after getting hit, so usually I don't get hit more than once. Gonna have to keep it that way. Just 3 hits and I'm dead. For the entire game. We can add more orbitals to defend ourselves. Book of the Dead has been nerfed so badly, though, that it's pretty close to useless. I forgot these things can break through walls. And indeed, it is the only way to fight them, so I should really remember that by now. I wish there was a way to, like, manually summon the, purple friends. That might be, like, this character's birthright. I assume birthrights have also been applied to the unique characters, because that seems like the sort of thing this mod would do. Unique type of host. Not sure what I just ate. That thing is not very good. Let's re-roll it. Haven't had any use for coinage so far. That's the larynx, which is interesting but not good. That combos well with our fireballs, but I don't know what to make of that combo. The bloody sneeze doesn't do anything unless you have other stuff, but whatever. We'll play with it. If nothing else, it will remind me to use my fireballs. Because it's double tap to use the fireballs and double tap to use the bloody sneeze. I have a finite number of fireballs at any given time. Cornered pretty bad right now. There we go. Managed to not get hit, just barely. What's in the shop? A weird floor layout and nothing much else. So... oh, that's a spiked wall. So now I basically can't use my gimmick, so I am kind of screwed. Especially because the boss of this floor is very hard, and probably even harder here in the Fiend Folio. Let's see if I can get any resources before I have to go fight the boss. Anything at all. I can get 1,000,000 friends from the Book of the Dead. That's a type of resource. But maybe not enough. I'm going to not touch the spiked blocks. Go back to the shop. Blow up the donation machine and use my Eden. See if I can turn it into anything else. Looking for HP. That's an HP. 1 HP. Uncovered. Uh-oh. The host. The host is very good. So is good. Yeah, this was a fruitful reroll. Fool could get us into the ascension path. This is most important. We gotta get the host. Now we can't be stopped by Mother. Which is the main thing that injures me during this boss fight. Which I put off for long enough. In an emergency, I guess I can throw down the sun as well. Yeah, I normally never use the Soul of Eden, because it typically screws me over, but when I had so many items on the floor, it couldn't help but give me some advantage. Oh, I'm on Depths 1, so I have to fight Pollution, not Mother yet. Unique sound effects all over the place. Very surprised I haven't been hit yet. Fire everywhere, oh my god. Easier for you to say. So, this mod is very difficult. Let's see how Golem handles this mod. The other new character. Was that an extra large? Depths? Because the door was there. Interesting. I forget. Maybe I'll check the VOD. Something happened there. Anyway. Golem, another unique character. Happy Rosh Hashanah, those who celebrate. I think it was like 2 days ago. My apologies for having very limited knowledge. But I do know golems are Jewish in nature. So, we celebrate thusly. Golem has unique crawl spaces that only it can get into. And like links various parts of the level together. And down here, we can use the rocks that are in our inventory to do stuff. We can crush them, we can grind them. And that's when we grind them. Apparently we're not allowed to grind them. There we go. 20-sided emerald. Proximity-based reroll. Sure. They're in the trinket slot, so I assume they're passive. And I don't know what this other rock does. Yeah, I can reroll that. Oh, I threw them on the ground. That's speed up. Keep the momentum. Okay, it did not increase my speed stat. So whatever it does is unclear at the moment. This seems like an even more complicated character than the Fiend. The Fiend just had to worry about fireballs and summoning friends out of his HP pool. Don't need to kill all these enemies, but why not at this point? It's like fire bars. Look at that. Almost called them potaboos, because I don't play very much Mario. Unique sound effects when we are injured. There we go. That was almost lethal, though. I'm kind of surprised that the Golem goes off of red hearts. Has organic HP somehow. Okay, that's a good item. I'll take that. Hopefully that's enough damage up for me to survive a little while longer. I need enemies dead quickly. These things turn into, okay, just passive flames. Don't do anything special. It seems like these wooden rock variants would be flammable, such that the wandering enemies would set them on fire. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Which would admittedly be very difficult to program. There's nothing like that in the base game. That's a good item. What's your deal? I guess we're not going to find out what your deal is. Just a casual ghost. Running laps. Wouldn't want to bother him. So now we have tremendous amounts of damage. For how early in the game we are. One hit killing the meats. These guys appear to have sticks crammed through their heads. And they are solved for now. Let's just kill Monstro without ever taking damage. The Golem's little icon depicts him hoarding a bunch of little gems. He likes gems. Monster's no problem with our damage, but what is this? A sandcastle. A different type of rock for us to carry around. Let's take it to this area. And crush it. Turn it into one of those things. Grind up the D20 into a Haunted Geode. Sure, why not? Then we can teleport back to the shop. Notice that one of those options was the secret room. So if I can find the secret room, I can teleport to and from it afterwards. Using the Golem doors. I also could have just gone through the Golem crawl space and went right back to the boss room. Still don't know what that does. Let's just head deeper. See what else we can learn. Well, these appear to be like unique loading screen images. Because I've never seen that one before. Is there anything this mod didn't add? See, this is what it takes for your mod to actually have value at this point in the game. When the base game has like 1,000 items in it. Is you have to also add 1,000 items. So that the pool of stuff that you added actually ever shows up. Because I have a bunch of other mods. And they all never appear. I mean, here's one right now, speak of the devil. This is a tainted treasure room. And if we get in there, we can trade one of our treasures for something else. A unique item. It's like some kind of magical upgrade to what we already have. So if I can, I will. But yeah, the pool of unique items, it's like, or tainted items. It's like 35 items that you can get tainted. And like I said, there are like 1,000 items, and you need to have the base item before you're allowed to apply the tainted effect. These keys hurt me when I touch them. Hotkeys. Always remember to assign your hotkeys, is what they're trying to remind us. But here we go. We apparently have one of the base items. We can get a new belt. We're no longer the champion, we are the white belt. Which brings our damage down.
Luck down.
Maybe it makes enemies easy or something? And a bunch of pills that all bring our luck down. Our damage is still high enough that we could probably survive having the white belt here. And hopefully it makes enemies weaker. Although if it does, then what's the point of bringing the damage down? I don't know. Like I said, I've had done very little experimentation with those items because they are so rare to come across. Okay, we got another globule guy. Still don't know what these things do. I can get another one. Oh, I spent it to open the red thing, and now I have the blue thing. Spend that to open this. Get the dead bird. I like the dead bird. It's not a very good item, but when it goes off, it tends to be somewhat helpful. Oh, hey, a secret room. Thank you, gold bombs. Hey, a coil of intestines. It's an umbilical geode, of course. That classic thing that definitely is real. There's a lot to keep track of with all these rocks. Many, many unique assets going on here. What can I smelt? Apparently I need a heart and a half before I can smelt. I got a Scuzz fossil. Well, that's a heart and a half. There. The umbilical geode has been smelted onto the golem. What? I don't know what that sequence of words meant, but I'm sure it was very important and will lead us to victory. Any new prizes in here? Absolutely not. Seems like we want to keep soul hearts and stuff for smelting purposes. And what happens when I smelt this geode? I assume that just means the effect is now permanent. So I get like that arrow shot occasionally. Forever now. Arrow shots are pretty good when you have this big bloody eyeball item that I have. The name of which I forget. There are numerous big bloody eyeball items. We have burnt meat. Just sprays ash everywhere. I think this guy will burst into flames. No, he never burst into flames. So the ash was never a problem. There might be gold in this cluster here. Yep. Gold. So they retextured the fool's gold rocks, which give you gold when they are exploded. Okay, when I take a hit, I generate a Gemini twin. Devil Deal, probably not going to help me very much. Yeah, that's not a very good item. Let's drop this and see what it does again. Sensational friend. Fair enough. It's on my head. That's pretty sensational. And Razorblade candy. Watch out, Halloween's coming up. And you are definitely gonna eat some razor blades, so hope you have calloused esophaguses. I know I do. You can hear it. Yeah. We got the baghead creatures again. This one is full of that. Some kind of just gross monstrosity. We're already at the point where the monsters are indescribable. You can never really say that about any of the base game monsters. Or at least I couldn't. I can easily describe pretty much anything in the base game That's a luck down. And now I have 2 Geminis. I wonder if that's multiplicative or additive. So it's a triplet or quadruplet. Okay, we got little crab friends. And crabs are, without exception, friends. Oh, now I can go into the challenge room. I do kind of want to see what's in there, but I don't have any bombs, so I can't. I could open up the lock chest, but that's not the one I'm interested in. Perhaps the lock chest would have bombs in it, but honestly, a bit of a long shot. That's the vomit bubbles. Bubbles aren't that big a deal. They appear to just be like regular shots that are much slower and can be destroyed with tears. But my tears are shielded, so I can destroy anything with tears. And lily pad hoppers. Not sure what's causing... Oh, I think it's the geode on my head that is causing enemy shots to be repelled automatically. If so, that's pretty excellent. Probably gonna keep this geode on my head, maybe even try to smelt it in there. If I can muster the soul hearts to do so. So yeah, I sorted this character out pretty quickly. It's complicated. It has a lot of unique rock-style assets. But pretty intuitive and pretty powerful. As long as you gather enough unique rocks. I seem to have done so. The white belt doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. I'm baffled by that item. Let's have 1,000,000 coins. And get the soul of Golem for some reason. That may have just been a glitch. I don't know if I actually unlocked the soul of Golem there. But maybe I did. Normally I would have to beat both the boss rush and Hush. No, just the boss rush as Tainted Golem to unlock that thing. But things are not normal right now. Not by a long shot. Let's get our luck up, I guess. Or I guess increase our odds of getting an angel room and nothing else. Oh well, it was a bad shop anyway. I had nothing to lose. Yeah, this character's a bit like Painted Cain, who is terrible but builds his own items. This character also builds his own items, but in addition to that, can get regular items. So is double effective. And the creature on my head is spewing only to the left right now. Doesn't seem to want to spew in the actual direction that enemies are. Which is of limited use. Is the Haunted Geode causing tears to be reflected as they approach me? I don't know. I definitely have not done all the requisite science related to this character. Not even close. But yeah, this geode on my head seems less helpful than previously suspected. It will not target enemies. Has a mind of its own. But I can hold 2 rocks, so might as well have that thing. And a golden popsicle. Sure. Nothing else on this floor, so deeper. There we go. An alternate telling of Inside Out Boy. He no longer went over the top of the swing. That's the story Nickelodeon doesn't want you to know about Inside Out Boy. More obscure Nickelodeon references. I desperately do not want to have an audience, apparently. Blowing up these poops seems to spawn little creatures that will try to attack me. Or maybe the creatures just existed already, and we're somehow benefiting from the weird glowing poops. New enemy types, including a new host. I did see that host in the last run. I did not see these cloud creatures. And I would prefer to stop seeing them, because they're a bit dangerous. Better. These things, totally vanilla. I hate them. It's weird how, even though the difficulty is much higher here in the Fiend Folio, it seems more fair. Except during the bosses. The bosses are pretty, I don't want to say unfair, but very difficult. Often in an imbalanced way. Or when they appear. This is some expert level Isaac mod stuff. Maybe don't check this one out unless you have a fair amount of experience. Yeah, there might be a discount item. There's the birthright. I gotta know what the birthright does. So I gotta go find a bomb or 5 more coins. And then we'll see if they modded unique effects for the birthright for the new characters. I think the Cadaver and Arachna mods that I have installed did do that with their unique characters. Water droplet creatures need to be defeated. Have quite a bit of HP to resist defeat. We have a lot of revenge attacks at this point. So that's pretty helpful. We likely will not take more than 1 damage in any given room. Except maybe boss fights. You never know with boss fights. Even vanilla bosses can get the better of you sometimes. Okay. More ghosts to be our friend. Gotta get those hotkeys. I need them. Huh. So I had a unique rock in the corner, but as I've taken damage, it seems to have degraded into dust. That's a terrible item, but I'll take it. More friends. Golem is very popular today. I'm still trying to get 1 bomb. Just 1 bomb. Didn't seem like that aura fly was taking any damage there. But then it finally died. Now, is that a, what is it? Mr. Bungle reference? Because they have a song called Golem too. I think. I haven't listened to much Mr. Bungle in a long time. But, hell yes. Confirm Mr. Bungle reference. I do know Blast Tyrant has good taste, hence the name Blast Tyrant. No. No nickel. Maybe a secret room? Thought I saw where the secret room might be. Maybe here? My one chance, of course. Ah, well. Maybe I can damage myself down. Not intentionally. Although this enemy, yeah, this enemy always damages me down, so... Birdie Jr. is one of those pain-in-the-ass bosses that tends to hit me. If I damage down low enough, I can go into the boss rush room. I can get a Webby Geode. Definitely gonna take that. I think the heart doesn't do anything anymore. Let's see. Yeah, it does nothing. Nice of the game to actually tell you. This does nothing. I can trade my hearts for this. I can theoretically buy one of these things, but they're kind of bad. Yeah, pass on that. We'll take the Golem subterranean route. Get where we're going. Can't do any smelting, though. Haven't found the secret room, so I can't go in there. But I can go into the starting room, which is pretty close to the boss rush. On 3 more cents. This will have 1 more cent. Sure wish this rag thing would die. At least it got out of the way so that I could get the heart. Very good.
Soul of Bethany.
Summon a bunch of orbitals. Oh, that's a luck down. Which I hadn't verped that. Okay. I'll take a broken heart. And... coins. That is enough for our birthright. Looking forward to finding out that the birthright doesn't actually do anything on this character. Oh, this is probably where the secret room is. Yep. Runic fossil. That seems better than the other thing I got. Swap those out. And... what is the birthright? Rockier tinted rocks and luck up. Okay. Haven't seen any tinted rocks. Maybe this means they will spawn more frequently or be more obvious when they do spawn. or give greater rewards when destroyed. I would assume that last part is the most likely one. Good old suffocating to death. A classic in Binding of Isaac spoilers territory. The ultimate spoiler is none of it matters. A lot of this game is just a kid is sad, is dealing with it via creativity. This is a slippery, gross room. Slip sliding on diarrhea. Good times. We got a weird technological theme here. With like sludge monsters and robot spiders. We've entered the cyberpunk floor. Which is, yeah, just the dank variant of the depths. Nothing specifically unique. Just a fun take on what we know and love. Okay, these are not the ones that do the scorpion get over here move. Thankfully, because they're right in front of a bunch of spikes. However, I have limited range. I legitimately cannot harm them. Here. Head in there myself. There we go. They mercy killed me. You spend too long in a room. They actually open the doors so you don't have to kill all the enemies. Don't see that too often. But just in case, in a game this random, you will occasionally get bad item combos that will render a room excruciating or possibly even unwinnable. And you just gotta wait that room out. The Lost Contact is very, very good if you have very, very high tiers. I don't. I'm getting there. I have pretty high tiers. I don't know what this boot thing is doing. I know what the spiders in the cans are doing, though. They're blasting me all over the room. Causing me to bump into the spikes. I've not gotten the treasure here yet, and I think I'm gonna need it. Because the regular enemies have done so much damage to me, what is the boss gonna do? I shudder to think. Nice gold heart. A trash bag with a boot on its head. Is this one of those, like, Karibo boots, or whatever they're called, from Mario 3? The one that only appears in one level. There. Glad not all the garbage bags turn into enemies. That would have taken forever. Nice boring gurglins. And items that I don't need and can't get. Why did I enter the shop when I have 3 pennies? I want to know more about these little hermit crab creatures. The cans they're in are adorable. Look at that. They get tossed on the ground afterwards. Fantastic. No wonder crabs are the ultimate life form. Assuming they're supposed to be crabs. They look spidery to me, but spiders also look like crabs, so. Splitting hairs, really. Verp. Verp into a verp. That really shouldn't be possible. You're supposed to verp into the last non-verp kill that you ate. This should still be the run where I ate a luck down pill at some point. It's just been going on for quite a while. And I can't find the exit because it won't show me the map. I hate this curse. This is my least favorite curse. And most disliked curse, I'll say. Because none of the curses are my favorite. I kind of like Curse of the Labyrinth. Even though it is objectively bad because it takes away one of your shops. You lose one shop in your run if you get any Curse of the Labyrinth. It's neat because you get multiple items on a floor and makes you feel more powerful. Even though you're actually slightly weaker. Didn't take a good look at what that purple penny did. And Judgment. Empress will be good to have at least. Eh. Probably should have blown up that beggar. It had served its purpose. This room appears to be attacking me. That weird creature inside the pipes seemed to be able to do stuff with the pipe textures. These things are only dangerous because of the spikes. And the Emperor would be a shortcut to the boss, but we keep the Empress. Just like in chess, Queen is more powerful than the King. The Empress is more powerful than the Emperor. And I'm not finding the treasure. I think... Oh, there was like a little, weird cross thing. It seemed like if I touched it, it would have collapsed, but I missed my chance. Despawned when I left the room. I'm gonna just play this whole level in reverse, looking for this one treasure. And it's gonna turn out to be something terrible anyway. That is the Isaac experience. Can't go in there. Don't have full HP. There we go. Well, now I'm glad because look at that. They made a unique door type. They did throughout all the doors in the level. But this one looks cooler. It's just a miter. Doesn't even give you any soul hearts, so I can't smelt my various rocks. I think the miter just makes it more likely for soul hearts to drop or something. I always get it confused with the rosary. Which, if I'm not mistaken, actually does grant you several soul hearts. Pretty sure it was just up and up and up to get to the boss. Oh, apparently not. Maybe I gotta turn somewhere. There we go. It's pollution again. You can slow him down. Kinda need to. Because my damage is inadequate so far. Empress improves my damage. Gives me enough speed to dodge some of these room-clearing attacks. But yeah, getting the white belt was quite the mistake. I've been short on damage ever since. Went with the flamethrower already. Fire is not typically associated with pollution. I mean, it is related to pollution. Huh. Well, I don't trust that coral heart. It did completely refill my health when I grabbed it, though. Corn kernel. Its description doesn't tell me anything about what it does. Pretty sure I went to every single room on the floor, so I don't think I need to see anything else. This is Depths 2? Hell yes it is. So now we can go on the Ascent path. And if we do that, we will be able to unlock the Tainted variant. However, getting a Tainted character requires a red key. The easiest way to get that is to leave a trinket in a boss room. This character converts all trinkets into rocks. So hopefully the rocks convert back into red keys during the ascent, or else we won't be able to get into the room where the Tainted variant of this character is kept. The rules are very complicated. But if I survive, we will see how that works out. Survival is a tad unlikely. I haven't gotten a decent weapon in several floors at this point. And I need one. Can't keep relying on revenge minions. They are not going to get me very far. Especially now that I have only one heart. One and a half hearts. What does this ghost do? Gets pissed off when I shoot it. I guess I should not have shot it. Because now it is absorbing my shots. Yeah, that sucked. Just leave ghosts alone when you have the opportunity. Word of advice. Put your Ouija boards down. There are things you'd rather not know. Okay, we can taint another item. The contact can be tainted. And then it will stop absorbing my shots. Hooray.
Paralysis.
Let's see what happens. Prismatic Tears. No clue what that does. It did give me a black heart, though. Desperately needed that. Prismatic Tears don't seem to be doing anything specific. For the record, in case it wasn't clear, the tainted items is unrelated to the Fiend Folio. And some of the items that we might see, I don't think we have seen any so far, but some of them might be from a different mod. The Arachna / Cadaver mods, which are, again, two separate mods that are unrelated to one another and to the Fiend Folio. I've got a bunch of mods going on right now. And And I know all of them intimately except for the Fiend Folio, which seems to be by far the largest of the mods. So there's a smelter. If I could blow up the donation machine, I would see how that interacts with my rocks in my trinket slots. So that would be interesting. We might be able to smelt without trading soul hearts. That would be excellent, because I have had very few soul hearts available to me. And right now they are pretty much the only thing keeping me alive. So I can't be spending them. Who's still alive? There. Random spider wandering around. Our soul hearts. Dying for 4 coins now. And I get a 4-cent grant to do some science. Could be weapons research. Maybe the result will be highly offensive. We all know it's easier to get grant money if you're researching weapons. Is this a secret room? Hey. There was the marked skull in that last room I noticed as I was leaving. Might go back for that, since I'm not holding any use items. And get these chubbies out of here. Eventually. Get him, Ghost. Okay, I got a lot of soul hearts now. Maybe I will start spending them. But here's this. I'm gonna try blowing up one of these bouncy mushrooms. It just goes away. Got the treasure. I'd really love 3 more cents, but you know. I already scoured 1 floor. Inside and out to get a couple of pennies. Sure, no one wants to see that again. This is a fantastic item. One of the best in the whole game. So now, I'm much harder to kill. And I've got the Fool card. Yeah, I guess I probably will go for the Ascent path. Try and rescue the tainted version of this character. Because that, in theory, is twice as much content. And yeah, we hit another dead end, so not getting those pennies. Unless I find the secret room. Could be right here. It's definitely not behind the door. Let's just see if we can kill Mom. Isaac. We probably can. We're pretty tough right now. It's a new variant, though. With purple fire feet. And it has a bunch of unique enemies as friends. Micro hosts. Ooh, look at the little Mothman. That's adorable. I adore it, due to its adorability. The choice of things to add to this game. Fantastic all around. Isopods, crabs, Mothmans. Good stuff. Okay. That is a 0.9 increase to our speed. Thanks to the geode we just picked up. Pretty sure I already raided the angel room. Yeah.
The fool.
Let's hop in here. There will be a new room in the next floor. This seems like an exceptionally good thing, the confessional. Because soul hearts are so useful for this character. We didn't get anything, though. Normally you can convert red hearts into soul hearts. Yep. Sometimes you're just minding your own business and a fiend starts throwing corn at you. We've all been there. Okay, we cannot smelt. There's no smelter here. But our quick geode got turned into 2 quick geodes. There was diminishing returns. The second one was only worth 0.1. Not 0.9. So I guess we'll save soul hearts until we find a smelter. And perhaps a future floor. What am I supposed to do about this? Okay, the red guy should be susceptible to injury. The Iron Maiden can be hurt when it is open. These are definitely things. More ghost creatures. And a 3-eyed nightmare. And then even more ghosts. There they go. You do 1 desperation attack and then leave you alone. The pencil is pretty okay. And the mystery might not be. And for some reason, the enemies exploded. Okay. More ghosts. This one actually takes damage, so we do gotta fight it. And I don't know... Okay, this is a bunch of flies connected together. For some reason. Surely there's a reason behind it all. I guess so, like, you can't pass between them. Think I took a hit there? There's so much going on, it's hard to tell. There's a fine line between Edmund McMillan style art and Jonan Vasquez style art. And a lot of these enemies have crossed over into Vasquezity. Which is fine. They still look good. Just look a little bit out of sorts. The ascent is going to be really hard. And we might not get any red keys, so it might just go to waste. There. Free all the monsters. And see what happens. Yeah, that thing needs to go recover its own head before it can attack again. As a way of balancing it, because that attack was pretty dangerous. This Holy Mantle is essential. I might be dead already if not for the Holy Mantle that I picked up. I've taken a hit in almost every room. This seems fine. As valid a route as any other. There's much to learn throughout this entire floor. Darkness so deep you can't even see the monsters inside of it. I got exploded a bunch of times. What is in there? Yeah, I didn't even get to look at the monster. Maybe next time. These appear to be landmines. Maybe? Yeah, that like came to life and bounced around after I touched it. We got another sniper face. With a lot of HP. And we found the boss. Should I keep looking for the treasure? Or not the treasure, the shop. Probably won't help me. In fact, I'm about due to get attacked by greed. But you know, we're doing science. What monstrosities might we find in our attempts to find where the shop is hidden? Thwomps. In case you missed it, that thwomp did a, like, crushed sprite effect on me after I got hit. And down south. There we go. We'll open that door up and then go to where the boss is located, but there is no boss in this floor. Unless the mod changed that. Terrible, useless garbage. Ah, well. And there's nothing of value in the underground area either. So let's roll. No boss. As expected. But cringy dialogue incoming.
What do you mean it's gone? How can you have spent our
And it's all we have to listen to because I need to hydrate. My calloused esophagus doesn't have much more juice left in it. Hasn't even been that long yet. Not even 2 hours. Call yourself a streamer. Drop and give me 20. Seashells, seashells by the she-shells. Took a bunch of hits there. That wasn't even a hard room. Yeah, we'll go for it. See how far we can get. If I can make it to the home floor, that would be great. And we get a red key. And giggling ghosts. Adorable. Doesn't look like they're going to fight each other, even though they have the tomato effect on them. They do share a health pool, though. Seems like these enemies are not taking damage for some reason. Maybe we just gotta kill the red ones? No, the red ones aren't taking damage. No one's taking any damage right now. My ghost is trying to deal damage, but nothing's happening. Okay, just the bone ones can die. Spider unboxing.
Spider unboxing.
With the voice acting, wow. I don't know how you take a pill of spider unboxing, but if I could, I would. We got a Reaper. Just open a door, casually fight the Grim Reaper. No big deal. Can't get those soul hearts.
He's self-destructive and disturbed just like
More cracked
his father.
keys.
Look at who he has to look up to. You're drunk
And those things. Okay, they sent their souls out to battle me.
I'm leaving.
Good. Leave. We'll be fine without you. Abandon us like you.
I'm trying to stream here, Mom and Dad. Quit screaming at each other. And my concentration is so shattered. Can't have anything to say. It's hard mode streaming to go through the ascent path. This thing's not taking damage. I guess because I need to hit the last button. Yep, now it's getting little flashing red images to indicate injury. There it goes. It does have a lot of HP. Not quite as much HP as death in Vampire Survivors. So, small mercy there. Yeah, honestly, the whole divorce voice acting thing. I'm not thrilled to hear it. Been there, done that. Don't need to be reminded so frequently. Maybe I could... Well, I don't have any soul hearts left to smelt. Oh, it won't even let me in there. Yeah. I keep touching it, nothing happens. And a new pill. Shot speed up. That is 100% accurate. There definitely should be the choice to shut down the voice acting throughout this segment. I'm gonna go ahead and call that another fuck Nicholas moment. Do not include that. Just by default. I think if you disable all sound effects, then they won't play. Let's actually see. I'm gonna disable sound effects. It's gonna be awkward. But it seems to have worked. For now. We'll turn it back on when we get to home. Because honestly, they're just annoying. I've heard them so many times. I've beaten this route with all the base characters and most of the tainted characters. And several mod characters. It's too much. Stop making me hear it. So now we get to play through in silence. We don't get to hear what these unique lemon heads might say as they're being destroyed. It's really too bad because this mod does have lots and lots of unique sound effects. It's quite possible the lemon heads do have unique things that they say while they're being destroyed. Not sure why this item is here. Would have thought that I would have picked it up on my way up. Shows what I know. I wonder if there's anything in the Steam Workshop to turn off the voice acting. Honestly, I would want to turn off all the voice acting, even for the pills and the cards and stuff. With the exception of horse pills. The voice clips for horse pills are very, very good. But they're also very uncommon. We haven't had a single horse pill this entire run. And I've streamed this game a bunch. I've seen very few horse pills, like, ever on stream. And there goes the last of my black hearts. Get him, Ghost. This is gonna take forever if I leave it to the Ghost. Nothing in here, besides gold bombs. I would absolutely be dead if I hadn't gotten the Holy Mantle. I've lost the Holy Mantle in almost every room since I got it. Okay, Goatsy Ghosts. Ghostsies. That's deeply disturbing, but very much on brand. Let's see. Okay, there's that ghost. We can bother him, right? Then he'll come kill me? No. Just a chill ghost. That's nothing to do with us. I remember seeing him about an hour ago. Exploring new content does tend to be pretty slow. Especially when I do it as methodically as I have been. What have we here? A glass die 10. To reroll our enemies. And what's that? Glass die 100 to ruin your run. This close to the end. It's cool that that exists. I'm always tempted to do that, but we're so close to having accomplished something. Possibly multiple things. Another complaint I have about the DLC is that the two unique paths, you can't do anything else while you're on those paths. So, like, I can't get any other unlocks while I'm here in the home area. I can only beat the Beast final boss. And Dogma, what have you. You could smelt that in. The only reason to do that is if you intend to acquire other rocks. And I don't, because this is the last floor. Turn the sound effects back on. But here is something. Oh, it's a 1-up. Maybe there's some other method by which you unlock Tainted Golem. Because it does have to be unlocked. I checked the menu. And it is a locked character at the moment. I'll show that off when we complete this. One way or another, it's ending pretty soon. Hi, Dogma. You're my least favorite boss. But I should... Okay, my geode has not gone off yet. So I don't really have enough speed to escape the second phase. Maybe it will go off soon, though. For now, we just blast the TV for a while. This phase is fine. A little on the easy side, honestly. And then this phase is frankly too hard. If it decides to do the spinning charge, I will get hit. Here it comes. And I can't do any retaliatory damage for the duration. Fortunately, I reflect a bunch of shots. Save me from getting hit one additional time. But we have more. Just put the controller down for a while. Yep, there it goes. Can't do anything to hurt the boss. Love it. At least I'm dropping red hearts for myself. So I probably won't die here. But I will be bored. I might be bored to death. Can't rule that out. Okay, it's almost dead. Please die. Thank you. On to a real boss. Dogma killed me very easily the first time I got to the end of this path. So I figured Dogma was the final boss. But no, not even close. Technically, there are 5 more bosses before we complete this route. Let's see if we can do so. Not sure why I'm watching this cutscene. It's cute. I like it. But I've seen it. Many, many times. Now I'm kind of wishing I had the shielded contact. But I might not have even gotten this far if I'd kept it. There goes my mantle. Won't be getting that back. Unfortunately, my damage is just miserable. I'm gonna want to take a hit at some point because I need to have the dead bird and the Gemini dealing damage here. My tears are inadequate. Woefully inadequate. But my revenge buddies are okay. I can't get close enough to hit him with my Gemini. Oh, we got that phase out of the way. Which one's next? War? War is fast. And for some reason, my geode that makes me fast is not going off, so I am not fast. And that's going to be a problem. I'm going to take a hit or two. I've only got 3 to spare. So fast. Oh, my last hit. It's got a few more charges left in him. Get him, Cloud of Geminis. Okay, I burned to death. Oh, I'm back. I'm thanks to the inner child. Back with 1 HP. I killed That guy anyway. Whatever. I don't know if it would have accomplished anything to have beaten that boss. And that was a weak run anyway. But we learned a lot. We saw a lot of new crap, which is cool. Here's the locked version of Golem. It might not be implemented yet. Maybe that's what coming soon means. I don't know. I assume it needs to be unlocked. But further research is required. And Tainted Fiend also exists. Let's take another look at regular Fiend. And then wrap things up here. That doesn't help me be the Fiend at all. But there is a book, a library over there. I'll just let my friends do all the work. Very good. I never saw that before. You can have purple hearts between black hearts. Probably has no effect. I assume that means maybe like the black hearts will become animate first before the purple hearts. The placement of the rocks makes it hard to hit anybody, which is an interesting challenge. Give me a key. Want to go to the library.
Experimental pill.
Yep, Blackheart comes to life first. And then disappears. And no keys. No bombs, no coins. Nothing to work with here. We have globs of bloody flesh that are alive. Not for long, though. They must be defeated. Guess I gotta be careful with my fire shots, because these things spray ash. Ash is flammable. Headless Horseman. We don't get any friend for getting hit there. But it did deal black heart damage, killing the body. And there's our friend at the worst time. Now we can fly. That is not going to get us key, nor a bomb. Oh well, no library. But we have a active item that I don't want to replace, so I think those globs of flesh, I read them as like skin. Just like pieces of skin that got ripped off of a person. But you're welcome to read them however you like. Seems like the Book of Revelations just gave me 3 black hearts or something. That might be worth keeping, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that. It's honestly so good on any character with no red hearts that it's pretty much essential. If you can get it, you simply must. These things keep going through walls, so I can't hit them, but there they go. Coin. Don't especially need that. I think this little guy lit the fuse on the bomb people, using their own ash against them. Hemorrhoids, perfect. many coins. I don't even need coins. Why did I do that? Okay. Just gotta find the shop, I guess. Probably have enough money to do something when I get there. No friendly fire on the flamethrower, it seems. Zap all them. Miss my chance of getting a purple heart. I'll take that. More charges means more HP. There. Zap that thing out. Yeah, it just gives you one soul heart, which immediately gets converted to a sin heart. This character has no soul, for they are the Fiend. Let's buy a bunch of pills. By that I mean one pill. Okay, that's the bag of pills, not the coin purse. Had him confused. Don't like the burning meats. But those are vanilla, so I do have to deal with them very frequently. Missed another purple heart. My black hearts. Went on a rampage, killed everybody. What is this double red thing over here? Oh, it's just that. They made a unique image for it on the map. You can tell that's modded in because it does look a little weird. But it's cool that it exists. More information. And Meltdown's back. Much, much harder than a first floor boss should be. If I get hit, I will summon a bunch of black hearts to defend me, and there they go. And a purple heart. That nukes the whole screen and heals the boss a little bit. Its HP went up and then back down. Okay, it died. Barely. Close one. I don't know what the Colonel does. Carried that through the entirety of the last run, and nothing seems to have happened. Maybe it was related to, like, pushing stuff away. If nothing else, the Fiend likes corn. Oh, that was pretty cool. Not entirely sure why the guy exploded in one fireball. But I'll take it. Might be a unique interaction. When you set the bomb on fire, it immediately explodes. Want to get the water droplet killed. It's not easy. There it goes. And the challenge room doesn't offer much. Sadly. Teleporting all over the damn place. Past the various Kappas. And Abe Sapiens and whatnot. I'm about to turn into Lazarus. Which is not conducive to being the Fiend. But what can you do? Sometimes you turn into Lazarus. We've all been there. Well, let's take this. We've got a good run going, at least. Very high damage. It's not going to unlock anything, but it might be entertaining. We might learn some stuff about the Fiend Folio. But this has been the Fiend Folio. I'm going to try and die here as soon as possible. I might be inclined to stream this game again. Seems like there's much, much, much more to discover, so definitely can't rule it out. It does require a blue key to get rid of the blue door. Now we know, but I didn't want that active item anyway. But yeah, this is a very, very impressive mod. We've seen almost as many unique assets as we've seen vanilla assets. And there are tons more items that need to be unlocked still. This is a recommended experience. If you're playing on the PC, why not install the Fiend Folio? The only reason is it's very difficult. Makes the game way harder. But if that's something you want, this is the best way to go about that. It doesn't make the game way harder, just a bit harder. And it is arguably hard enough for many people, as it is. Repentance being notoriously way too hard. More HP. Amnesia. And Pestilence. Boring old Pestilence. Yeah, this has been fun. I will definitely be playing more of Fiend Folio and likely streaming more. Just to see what else there is. I don't think we saw a single item that was unique to the Fiend Folio. Which is a shame. Given how creative everything in this mod has been so far. I imagine the new items it adds, and there are a copious amount of new items. Gotta be pretty neat. But for now, I have to imagine it, because it doesn't look like we're gonna get any. Lazarus dreams of broken toys. Ah well. Boom. Okay, I'm still Lazarus. I'm even more Lazarus. Despite everything, I just become more and more Lazarus-y. That's a new item. What are you? Little lamb. Ah, sends little bombs out. Like the lamb. And they are explosive, and if I can get a soul heart, I can escape this room, and if not, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, but I can clone that and make more rotten hearts. I'm dead. Finally. That is not what killed me, but I'll take it, because that's a cool drawing. More unique assets. There we go. That is my first real tryout of the Fiend Folio. Thanks for watching. I will do more amusing things in the near future. If indeed you found this amusing.